What would happen if, starting today, you stopped auditioning for women and started radiating a standard that people feel before you speak? Not a trick, not a line, not a performance. Evidence. Evidence that your life works. Evidence that your attention is rare and earned. Evidence that you move with a calm direction that doesn't bend just because someone is beautiful. If you master what I'm about to give you, pursuit flips. You no longer push for connection. You create the conditions that make the right woman advance. Not hypotheticals, not gimmicks. A precise behavior protocol grounded in human behavior, evolutionary psychology, and practical persuasion. The promise is simple. Do this consistently, and women who are actually compatible will lean forward, invest, and close the distance. The ones who don't, you won't notice because you'll be busy leading your life. Here's the truth most men never accept. Women don't respond to effort, they respond to evidence. Effort says, I want you. Evidence says, you'll want to be part of this. Effort sells. Evidence attracts. Selling triggers resistance. Attraction invites pursuit. Attraction in adults is pattern recognition. People scan for cues of self-respect, direction, steadiness under pressure, and boundaries that don't wobble around temptation. When your behavior displays those four signals in the right order, self-respect, direction, steadiness, boundaries, pursuit becomes the natural response. That's the core of this. It's not a single line. It's a single stance. Calm leadership with earned access. Everything I'll give you plugs into that stance. Start with your frame. If your life does not have a visible direction, your attention becomes your only currency. That makes you cheap. Direction makes your time expensive because it's allocated. You don't need a 30-year plan. You need visible momentum. Choose one primary objective for the next 90 days that matters to you, something measurable and slightly difficult. Your calendar must reflect that objective in blocks that are non-negotiable. Why does this matter to attraction? Because people don't pursue uncertainty, they pursue momentum. When she feels you're already in motion, she must decide whether to keep up. That decision is the first step of pursuit. Next, install standards you can demonstrate without announcing them. Standards are the rules by which you allocate attention. If you state a standard but violate it when you're excited, you've taught her that your rules are theater. Don't state anything you won't enforce. 3 standards to install now. First, availability standard. You don't give your best energy to casual connections. That means you reply when you're actually present, not when you're escaping boredom. Second, scheduling standard. You set a plan with a time window and you keep it. You don't chase rescheduling more than once. If a plan slips twice without a clear reason and a counteroffer, you release it warmly. Third, escalation standard. You lead the pace but calibrate to her comfort. You never pressure. Your posture is simple. You offer, you observe, you proceed, or you pause. This balance, leadership plus calibration, feels safe and compelling, which is exactly why it invites pursuit. Understand the psychology behind warmth and backbone. Warmth without backbone reads as neediness. Backbone without warmth reads as coldness. The attractive center is warm backbone. You welcome, you see, you appreciate, and you still hold the line. In conversation, that means you acknowledge her feeling before you stand by your plan. I hear you've had a long day. Let's keep it easy. 30 minutes at the wine bar near you. Then we both get back to our evening. Notice the structure, empathy, plan, boundary. You're not negotiating to be liked. You're leading to be respected. Respect precedes pursuit. Your calm is non-negotiable. Most men leak micro-anxiety, rushing to fill silences, over-explaining, qualifying themselves, stacking compliments, uploading their resume of value. Silence terrifies men who don't trust their worth. Practice tolerating quiet. Ask a clean question, then wait. Hold eye contact long enough to feel it, not so long it becomes a contest. Speak from your body, not your throat. Slow the pace until each sentence lands. This is not dramatization, it's regulation. Regulated presence signals that your nervous system isn't outsourcing stability to her reactions. That signal is rare. Rarity attracts. Now let's layer ethical persuasion principles you can embody without gimmicks. Social proof. Don't mention your options. Display a life with community, interests, rhythms that pre-exist her. Scarcity. Don't play hard to get, be hard to interrupt. Your schedule is full because purpose fills it. Reciprocity. Offer something of immediate value. clarity, decisiveness, a memorable experience, and then stop. When you overgive up front, you cancel the urge to move toward you. When you give and pause, you create space for return. Commitment and consistency. Act like the man you said you are. If you change tone to keep her happy, you break the spell. Authority. Not dominance over people, but authority over yourself. You know what you're doing and why. Liking. Be genuinely curious. Let her teach you something. Curiosity is attractive because it is felt as attention, and attention is the first luxury. Make her qualify. Most men only try to qualify themselves. Qualification is the engine of pursuit. It's the basic human math. We value what we invest in. If she never invests, she never values. So you invite investment. You can do this by asking for her take on something that matters to you, by giving her a small role in your plan for the evening, by setting a frame she can step into. I'm choosing a new spot for Thursday that has great jazz and terrible lighting. If you're a sushi person, we'll get along. If not, state your case. That's playful qualification. The message, I'm not auditioning, I'm selecting. Selection triggers pursuit when it's warm, not arrogant. Disclose less, demonstrate more. Mystery is not about hiding, it's about pacing. You reveal your values, your standards, your mission in precise slices, not monologues. People pursue what they don't fully possess. If you pour your whole life story into the first hour, there's nothing to approach. Offer a single, vivid detail that hints at depth, and then return to the moment you're sharing. Make her ask, answer directly, and then return to presence. Hold something back without acting guarded. That measured reveal produces curiosity, and curiosity is the fuel of pursuit. Design experiences, not interviews. If your dates feel like job screens, attraction collapses under analysis. Lead with simple textured plans that allow motion and moments for eye contact. Walk to a market and share a snack. Slide into a small venue for live music. Try a new rooftop. Keep the logistics lean. 2 locations, 1 transition, firm end time. Closing early is a power move because it creates the urge for continuation. You end on a high. You leave first. You keep momentum. I'm heading out in a few. This was fun. Let's do the espresso spot next time. Wednesday or Friday works. Direct, light, forward. Now she has a clear lane to pursue. Master the cadence of messages. The goal is not to be distant. The goal is to be deliberate. Most men create constant access and then wonder why there's no tension. Access kills tension. Tension is not stress. It's the space between beats that makes rhythm. After a great interaction, don't immediately flood the channel. Send one message that anchors a shared moment, one that offers direction, and then be quiet. Example, that debate about old films is still unresolved. Thursday 7th, the Little Theater on Main. You're in? That's humor, planned question. If she says yes, confirm once. If she delays without a counteroffer, you release politely. When you stop chasing explanations, you start attracting decisions. Handle tests with play and poise. Tests are not attacks, they're diagnostics. She's scanning for your stability. When she teases you, don't explain yourself to death. Agree and amplify lightly, then return to your lane. When she asks you to prove you're different, don't make promises. Demonstrate consistency over time. When she pushes a boundary, hold it with warmth. I like you. I don't do last-minute midnight calls. Let's make a plan that respects both our mornings. You have just displayed value, standards, and self-respect without punishment. That combination draws people closer because it feels secure. Separate interest from investment. Interest is words. Investment is behavior. Attraction literature often confuses the two. You're not here to monitor compliments. You're here to track motion. Is she showing up? Is she suggesting times? Is she contributing ideas? Is she texting first sometimes? Is she adding value without being asked? When you notice investment, reward it. Appreciation is not weakness, it's reinforcement. Reinforce what you want more of. But don't over-reward early. Early over-reward collapses the curve. Keep the ratio roughly balanced. Acknowledge, reciprocate, and keep leading. Protect your mornings. This is non-negotiable. Attractive men own the first hour of their day because it sets their tempo. That hour is for body, mind, and the work that matters most. You can choose the exact components, but the result must be the same. You leave home centered and already winning. Why does this matter to pursuit? Because when someone sees that you're harder to derail than to seduce, they calibrate to you. Distraction stops being a game they can win. Your steadiness becomes the baseline, and people pursue what feels steady when the rest of the world is noisy. Signal pre-selection without saying a word. You don't need to hint at options or talk about who's interested in you. Live a life where your calendar tells the story. Dinners with friends, training sessions, creative projects, travel, family commitments. When your week is textured, your value is implied. When your phone is your only hobby, your value is invisible. Show up with a subtle upgrade to your style. Fit over fashion, grooming on point, one detail that becomes your signature. Don't announce it. Let it be noticed. People pursue what they can imagine standing next to in public. Invite her into your pace, not the other way around. Leadership is a service. You reduce the friction of life and increase the quality of moments. The more you do this, the more she associates you with relief. Relief is addictive. Relief from indecision, from noise, from chaos. You achieve that by being decisive on the small things and principled on the big things. You pick the place, you choose the time, you offer 2 options, you book it. If she has constraints, you adapt without collapsing your standard. Strong men are flexible in execution and firm in principle. That is felt as safety. Safety plus attraction equals pursuit. Drop neediness at the channel level. Neediness is not an emotion, it's a behavior that begs for regulation from the outside. The cure is not to act colder, it's to upgrade your inputs. If your life lacks stimulus that challenges and fulfills you, of course you will try to extract it from her attention. Fill your day with tasks that require your full focus. Train hard enough that your brain stops looping. Build something that steals your attention from your phone. Then, when it's time to connect, you connect fully because you're not drained by idleness. Full presence is rare. Again, rarity attracts. Use precision compliments. Over-complimenting puts pressure on her to manage your emotion. Precision compliments show you see what others miss, and then you release the moment. Your sense of timing when you tell a story is sharp. The way you notice small details says a lot about how you think. One sentence, then back to the moment. This rhythm, see, say, move on, creates gravity because it mixes appreciation with self-control. She feels valued without feeling trapped. Know your 3 deal breakers and your 3 non-negotiable values. If you don't, you will trade them the moment you feel chemistry. Attraction without alignment is just a spark in a dry forest. It burns fast and leaves a mess. State them to yourself. Live them in micro-decisions. If you say you value health, don't sacrifice your sleep to be endlessly available. If you say you value honesty, don't use white lies to seem more interesting. If you say you value family, protect time for them even when early attraction makes you want to cancel. When she sees that your values are not for sale, she decides whether to calibrate or exit. Both outcomes are wins because your life stays coherent. Coherence is magnetic. Escalation is permission-based leadership. You don't ask, "Can I?" every moment. You read the room, you lead the next inch, and you calibrate. You look at her, you lean in slightly, you drop the voice, you pause long enough to let her meet you halfway. If she moves in, you proceed. If she pauses, you slow. Consent is not a buzzword, it's the compass. Following the compass is the ultimate attraction signal because it shows mastery over impulse. Mastery is deeply attractive. The men who rush, beg, or pressure communicate one thing: lack of alternatives and lack of control. Replace that with patience. Patience creates the contrast that makes pursuit feel safe. End strong. Most men linger because they're scared to lose momentum. You end at the peak. You decide to leave first. You do it lightly and with a smile. "I'm out of here. You're trouble in the best way. Wednesday, espresso challenge." Then you go. You don't wait for permission to exit. Leaving well is an art. It leaves a cognitive echo. The mind keeps playing with unfinished music. That echo is where pursuit is born, because pursuit lives in the space you don't fill. Manage rejections like a man with options, even if you're just starting. A no is not an injury, it's a filter. You respond with warmth and finality. All good. Wishing you a solid week. Then you remove your energy without bitterness. That move alone separates you from 90% of men. Bitterness reveals entitlement. Ease reveals abundance. Abundance is the frame that attracts. When she circles back, and many will, you evaluate again. You don't punish. You don't keep score. You decide if alignment exists now. That calm choosing is the mark of a man people chase. Protect your language. Words reveal frame. Speak in facts and proposals. Avoid overpromising, over-explaining, exaggerated claims, and apologies for existing. Eliminate filler like "if you want." "It's okay if not. I don't know. Maybe we could." Replace with "I'm doing this at 7. Join if you like." Replace "sorry for the late text" with "just saw your message." Replace "are you mad at me" with silence unless there's a real issue. Frame is created by the level of certainty in your speech. Certainty is not force. Certainty is clarity. Clarity is attractive. Make your environment do half the work. Your home should reflect a man who cares. Order, scent, lighting, minimal clutter, a few carefully chosen items that tell a story about your values. A stack of books with notes, a clean workspace, a small piece of art that means something to you. Real glassware, not plastic. A plant that's alive because you remembered to water it. When someone steps into your space, they're stepping into your mind. If your space is chaotic, you're asking her to regulate you. If your space is curated, you're offering her calm. Calm invites closeness and drives pursuit because proximity to calm is a luxury. Calibrate your look for congruence, not flash. Fit, texture, one signature detail. Shoes cleaned, nails trimmed, hair intentional, scent subtle. Your goal is to look like you thought about it but didn't need approval. People pursue what feels effortlessly put together. Effortless is built, not born. You build it by reducing variables. Own fewer items but of higher quality. Learn which cuts flatter your frame. Choose a neutral palette you can repeat. Then leave it alone. Over-adjusting your look during the date is a tell of insecurity. Set it and forget it. Use the rule of explicit intention and graceful indifference. Explicit intention means you let her feel romantic traction. You don't hide behind just friends energy if you want more. You let your eyes and your words carry that current. Graceful indifference means the outcome doesn't shake your center. You can want someone and remain whole if they pass. That paradox, warm desire with steady self, is catnip because it's so rare. Most men either hide their desire or melt when it's not reciprocated. Be the third kind, honest and unshaken. Stop asking for permission to lead. Offer clear plans and give her veto power. "I'm going to the gallery opening at 6, then grabbing tacos around 8. Join for both or either. If not, I'll send you the artist's page. You'll like her work." That structure, lead, invite, release, removes pressure while preserving direction. Pressure kills pursuit. Direction feeds it. People follow men who reduce friction. Be that man. Guard against the 3 pursuit killers: emotional leakage, scarcity panic, and inconsistent boundaries. Emotional leakage is texting your doubts, your need for reassurance, your jealousy, early and often. Your intimate partner will eventually see your vulnerable sides. A woman you just met hasn't earned that bandwidth yet. Scarcity panic is rearranging your life instantly because she's suddenly available. Keep your commitments. Offer the next windows that fit your schedule. Inconsistent boundaries are rules you enforce only when convenient. If you bend whenever beauty appears, you're teaching her you're for play, not for partnership. Choose who you are when nobody's watching, and stay that man when everybody is. Open loops on purpose. Attraction loves anticipation. Share something you're about to do that is intriguing, then don't invite her. Let her ask. "I've got a sunrise challenge tomorrow." Cold plunge, then a long hike. We'll debate whether that's crazy next time. This is not peacocking, it's telegraphing a rhythm. When she asks, give her a slice, then shift the focus back to the moment you're sharing. The mind chases what it doesn't finish. That chase is pursuit. Learn to read green lights. A lot of men miss them and end up acting cold. Green lights include prompt replies paired with suggestions, proximity during conversation, mirrored body language, a softening voice, playful challenges that invite touch, questions about your week unprompted, mentioning future time windows. When you see green lights, you accelerate a little. You don't stall to look cool. Cool is not distance. Cool is composure during movement. Move. Keep your standards even with the most attractive woman you meet. This is the real exam. The moment someone checks all your boxes, you will feel the urge to abandon your rules. That's when standards count. The man who can keep his routine, his social commitments, his sleep, his work focus, and his fitness while attraction grows is the man who triggers a woman's long-term pursuit. not because he's withholding, but because he's whole. Wholeness is the ultimate status signal. It says, I was complete before you, and I will be complete with or without you. I'm choosing you. That's why this is beautiful. People chase that. They don't want to be your oxygen. They want to be your favorite view while you breathe. Handle conflict early with clarity and kindness. When something bumps your value, address it without drama. I'm not okay with disappearing for days and popping back like nothing happened. If this is casual for you, that's fine. Name it. If it's not, let's treat it with basic consistency. That message delivers 3 powerful signals. You see what's happening, you're not angry, and you're not negotiating your worth. The typical reaction to that clarity is respect. Respect breeds pursuit because it flips the script. She realizes you won't carry the dynamic. You'll co-create it or exit. Keep fun at the center. Seriousness is not depth. Depth is aliveness plus meaning. If you can add laughter to a decisive frame, you're rare. Tease lightly. Receive teasing well. Find the absurd in your own habits. Play with language. Laughter disarms resistance and primes connection. But remember the order. First, you hold your standard. Then, you spin play around it. Play without standard dissolves into chaos. Standard without play calcifies into control. You balance both. When you end the night, make the next step tangible. Most men punt to vague promises. You offer a specific plan with 2 options and a time frame. Then you stop. If she says yes, you confirm once the day before. If she cancels with a real reason and a new time, you continue. If she cancels without offering anything, you release it. You never write a paragraph to salvage momentum. You accept reality fast and return to your mission. That speed back to center is the move that causes more women to circle back than any line you could write. If you've made mistakes before, and everyone has, reset by withdrawing your overinvestment. Don't punish, rebalance. Shorten your messages, lead again with clear plans. Stop fishing for validation, cut out late-night availability, tighten your mornings, and let your calendar speak. It usually takes a week of coherence for people to feel the new gravity. Some will resist because you trained them to expect endless attention. Let those go. The ones who matter will feel the difference and pursue the new standard. Here's a compact daily protocol to embody everything you've heard without overthinking it. Morning. Wake. Move your body hard enough to quiet noise. Review your top 3 priorities. Send 0 romantic messages before you finish the first priority. Midday. Do one thing that compounds your future. Skill, revenue, discipline. Afternoon. Reply to messages in a window, not all day. Lead one plan, add one playful thread, end it. Evening. Connect fully with the person you're with or the task you're on. Avoid scrolling. Stop texting after a set hour unless a plan is active. Night. Audit your standards once. Where did you leak? Correct tomorrow. Repeat. Consistency beats intensity because consistency is visible. Visible standards are what flip pursuit. If you're wondering when she starts chasing, understand that pursuit rarely begins with grand gestures. It begins with small tilts. She mirrors your availability. She sends the first meme. She suggests a place. She asks about your day. She aligns her schedule. She touches you casually. She remembers details. She proposes a plan. Your job is not to overreact. Your job is to receive, appreciate, and continue leading. If you need fireworks to feel chosen, you'll miss the dozen quiet signs that matter more. The slow build is the one that lasts. Remember this whenever you feel the old pull to chase. Desire expands toward value that maintains its shape. If you bend to be chosen, desire shrinks. If you hold shape and offer warmth, desire expands and advances. The choice is not between chasing and being cold. The choice is between selling and signaling. Signal who you are by how you live, signal your standards by how you allocate attention, signal your calm by how you breathe between sentences, signal your direction by how you protect your mornings, signal your respect by how you calibrate. Do that on repeat, and you won't have to wonder who's pursuing whom. You'll see it. So here's your move starting tonight. Clean your space until it reflects a mind you're proud to show. Choose one objective for the next 90 days and put it on your calendar with 3 weekly blocks. Set your availability windows and stick to them. Replace long message threads with short, decisive invitations. On your next date, plan 2 stops, end on a high, leave first, offer one precise compliment, and return to presence. Hold your line with warmth in the first test you encounter. When you feel the urge to chase, do 10 more minutes on your craft instead. Stack these behaviors until they become your default. They are the this, not a trick, a stance. When your stance becomes stable and generous, watch what happens. The noise falls away, the right woman leans in, and you, finally, stop auditioning and start choosing.